to talk about burnout. Is there an area of your life where you feel you've reached your breaking point, like your life has been hijacked and it's no longer your own? Then you're probably experiencing burnout. When people hear the word burnout, they usually think of work, but burnout can pertain to other areas of your life as well. So I want you to think about what area of your life you're experiencing burnout so that this video can really help you. I remember when I was in high school, I watched a video with a nun who was also an art teacher, and she gave her students the assignment of creating 25 of their best art pictures. So they did the 25, and after that she told them, okay, now I want you to create another set of 25. And these pictures are going into the art gallery. At this point, the students complained that they had already done their best work, but she told them that no, this is where creativity begins. I agree with her on that point, but burnout sort of works in the opposite. I think a lot of times in the beginning, we've given our best work, and then in the end, we're not doing our best work anymore. So it's like you're past your breaking point. Now think of this other scenario. Let's say a guy has a personal trainer and he wants him to do push-ups. And then to push him a little further, to build stamina, he tells him, hey, I'm moving in a couple of weeks and I need to move 1,000 books from this room to the next room, and I need you to put them in boxes. So he first puts 5 books on his back. Then he puts 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, then 100 books, 150, and he expects him to really complete this task. Haven't we all been in situations like that where you're asked to carry a load that's far greater than what you can carry? The problem with that scenario is, can the guy take 1,000 books and put them in boxes and prepare them so that the guy can move? Absolutely 100%. But the problem is the system that they're operating from is not the best system. It would work better if he could move a few books at a time, if more people could come in and help him. He needs more days to get that done. He needs to be able to take breaks in order for it to be packed efficiently and effectively. That's very similar to what people experience in burnout situations at work and at home. It's still just one of you, but the workload has increased. The system is defective that you're working from, but you're still expected to do the same amount of work plus a lot more. You know you're starting to fall to pieces physically and mentally, but you can't really do anything about it. So burnout is a state of chronic stress that can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. I'm not surprised that you can start experiencing some of the same symptoms that you do in PTSD. That state of chronic stress can cause people to feel very angry and detached. And it can also make you feel ineffective and like you're really not accomplishing much. Have you heard of that saying that's something like the jack of all trades, but the master of none? You need to focus on one thing and be fantastic at it, because if you spread yourself too thin and try to do everything, then you're not going to be good at anything and it's not going to turn out great. Now, we're expected to be the master of all things. Let's say there's a fire and you have a huge container with holes in it, and that's all you have, but you have to go fill up that bucket with water. Some of the water is going to fall out on your way. So you're going to have to take a lot more trips than you originally should have if you had had a more efficient system to work from. And that's what's happening in a lot of our lives. We're not taking a moment to stop and figure out a better system that works. And it's extremely hard when you have no emotional or physical energy left at the end of the day. So let's talk about some ways that you can combat burnout. First of all, you have to remember the basics. You have to eat, drink, and sleep. So if you're not doing those 3 things well, then you need to stop what you're doing and you need to build that back into your life where you're doing those things on a consistent basis. Figure out a creative way to check out. And the reason I say creative is because eventually you're going to check out anyway, and then things are really going to fall to pieces. Can you take a 5-minute walk around your building? If you're at home and you're feeling overwhelmed, can you take a 5 or 10-minute break away from everybody for a few minutes? That's your assignment, because your brain is on overload. Some of you are seeing through a haze. Just say no. You can definitely make someone angry by telling them no. I think a lot of people get burned out because they're people pleasers, they're yes people. They get asked to do way more than is humanly possible because they keep saying yes. They keep making it look easy, and on the inside, they're falling to pieces because they can't handle it anymore. How about have a discussion with someone and maybe figure out a way to compromise? Like being honest. Right now I'm working on this, and this. Is it possible that someone can come in and help me with this area? I think delegating is good to some degree. I think if everybody takes back their own task and maybe delegates a little bit, that will work better. Some places say exercise to help with burnout, but I don't like exercising. I don't know about you. I really hate exercising. That is just, oh. So if exercise makes you feel better, definitely find a time in your day to do it. For me, what works is just taking like a slow 5-minute walk around, move around, relax, and get your thoughts together. To me, that should be the focus if you're burned out. Write down one thing you're going to do every single day of the week. So Monday could be, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea to relax. Tuesday could be, after work, I'm going to go to my favorite store and walk around and look at things that make me happy. But pick something that you're going to do each day of the week to help relieve some of that stress and overload that you're feeling. You need to start building back something in your life that you enjoy, that makes you feel good. And you know what that could be better than anybody else. Relax. If you're in the throes of burnout, you're probably looking at me like, when? You have to figure out some time to relax. Zoning out in some type of way, it is critical and crucial. Whatever it is that you have mounting up can wait until tomorrow. One of the reasons why you may be experiencing burnout is because you're doing a whole bunch of what everybody else wants you to do and not one thing that you want to do. It could be taking a nap. Pencil it in your schedule today. One thing you can also do is take a journal, maybe jot down a couple of things every day that what worked, what didn't work, what can I do differently, and at the end of the week, evaluate it. What changes can I make? Sometimes you have to take a risk in order to see if you can find peace in your life in a different way. Everybody needs to feel appreciated. If there's an area of your life that you're not feeling very appreciated, that can lead to burnout. At certain points in our lives, we all have to stop and we have to reevaluate things. You've got to figure out a way in the situation that you're in now to make things work best for you. So I hope this video has helped you to explore what it is that you're going through, and that it's the first step in you taking steps to take your life back in a way that works better for you, so that you're finding pleasure and enjoyment in your life again. And if you don't do it for you, nobody else is going to do it. Figure out gentle and creative ways to get your relaxation time back so that you start feeling better about this precious life that you have right in front of you to enjoy. If you're experiencing burnout, feel free to comment below and share what you've done to combat burnout. I think that would help a lot of people as well. Enjoy your day. Bye.